You know, the thing about source is a lot of people try to box source in. And by source, for any of you who've never been on my channel, I refer to God, the universe, as source. The thing about source and duality is a lot of people don't understand what source and God energy is. You see, when it comes to true law of oneness, when it comes to source, source is unconditional. Source in this plane, in this dimension, holds duality. That means that based on what you perceive your life to be, that's what version of life that you get. But people don't understand that it's okay to be that same way when it comes to you. Have you ever heard the term, I'm gonna match your energy? It's not about you being petty, but if someone is trying to mistreat you and walk all over you, why would you be a footstool? You see, they chose that version of you. Just like many people choose certain thoughts which create their reality. It creates an outcome. Who do you think is hand delivering that? Source. So source gives you what you want based on what you ask for, based on what you believe about yourself. The whole point of this is when it comes to people, understand that you don't always have to be Mr. Nice Guy, Mrs. Nice Girl. It's not about always being love and light. It's about being authentic. It's about being discerning. And when I say discerning, you have to recognize when you're being approached by energy vampires. People who don't mean you well, but they want you to bend over backwards. They want you to play their little game, to play along with their little facade. But I'm telling you right now, you don't have to play their game. I remember when I used to be out, and there'll be certain people and they'll walk up to me and they'll be like, why are you looking so mean? You need to smile. Why do I need to smile for you? Why do I need to perform for you? If I want to smile, then I will smile. But notice how people want you to act a certain way in order to fit into their storyline. You don't have to perform for anyone. Be authentic. You have to get away from the religious mindset and understand what source energy really is. It's energy. And many of you are walking karma, baby. That's right. If you come into my life and you come with well intentions, I'm going to see that. I'm going to reciprocate that. If you come in my life to steal, to kill, and to destroy, I'm going to shoo you away like a fly. And I'm going to think nothing about it. I'm going to block you. I'm going to delete you. You know why? Because this is my life. I have the authority and the discernment to know and to understand when something is good for me and when something is bad for me. And I know that I never have to sit and put up with it. See, the people who slept on me, I was a lesson for them. Because little do they know that the version of me that they got wasn't even the best version. God was preserving me for the person who actually would see my value and who would see my worth. But those people, they got the version that they were meant to get. And it was based on how they treated me. It was based on the energy that they put out. I matched that energy. I had to match that energy. It all goes hand in hand. I'm not saying that you should be petty or be trying to get a get back. That's not what I'm saying. So people are going to get a certain version of me based on how they treat me, based on how they perceive me, right? The same way that when it comes to life, when it comes to the universe, you get a certain reality based on your thoughts, based on what you believe about yourself. That is source. So what makes you think that you have to be any different because somebody told you that you have to be perfect? It's not about perfection. It was never about perfection. It's about honesty. And you have to be honest with yourself before you're honest with anybody else. If someone is mistreating you, you feel it in your body, but you're telling yourself, I still have to allow this person to experience a certain version of me. No, they don't deserve to experience that version of you. And like I said, it's the same with life, right? Many people might think life is not fair because some people seem to have it easy, while other people have to go through hardships. It's not because Source doesn't like you. It's because of your thoughts. It's because of your energy. That's what you're attracting. So when it comes to me, based on your energy, that's what you're going to get out of me. Think about it.